Hello, lovely listeners. It's Luna here, and as I'm recording this, I can hear the rain tapping against my window. Classic British weather, right? I've got a cup of tea in hand, and honestly, it's the perfect backdrop for today's topic, staying positive and motivated, especially when learning English or, well, anything really. So, let's start by talking about what positivity and motivation actually mean in our everyday lives and why they matter so much for language learners. Positivity isn't just about being cheerful all the time. It's more like a mindset, a way of seeing the good, even when things get a bit soggy, like today. Motivation, on the other hand, is that little spark that gets us moving, whether it's to study a new set of vocabulary or just get out of bed on a grey morning. But let's be honest, it's not always easy. We all face self-doubt, those moments when you think, am I ever going to get this right? Or you hit a plateau and feel like you're not making progress at all. I've been there myself. When I was preparing for my teaching qualification, I hit a wall, completely lost my motivation. I remember thinking, maybe I'm not cut out for this. But what helped me was focusing on small wins. Like I'd celebrate finishing a lesson plan or getting positive feedback from a student. Those little victories added up and helped me get back on track. So, if you're feeling stuck, you're definitely not alone. Now, let's get practical. There are some really simple techniques you can use to boost your positivity. One of my favourites is gratitude journaling, just jotting down a couple of things you're grateful for each day. It could be as small as a good cup of coffee or a friendly chat with a classmate. Positive self-talk is another big one. Instead of saying, I'll never get this pronunciation right, try, I'm learning and every attempt is progress. And don't forget about setting achievable goals. If you aim to master the entire English language in a week, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. But if you focus on learning 5 new words a day, that's doable and motivating. I've seen learners transform their outlook just by celebrating small victories, like passing an English interview or finally nailing that tricky th sound. So, here's something to think about. What habits could you add to your routine to shift your mindset? And how do your daily routines impact your mood? Sometimes just tweaking your morning or evening habits can make a world of difference. Let's talk about keeping that motivation going for the long haul. It's one thing to feel inspired for a day or two, but how do you keep it up over weeks or months? One way is to connect with a community, maybe an online group or a local language club. Tracking your progress is also key. I love using a simple notebook or an app to see how far I've come. And don't forget to reward yourself. Even something small, like a treat after a study session, can make a big difference. I want to share a quick story about Maria, one of my students. She struggled with motivation until she joined an online speaking club. Suddenly, she was making friends from all over the world, and that sense of connection kept her going, even when things got tough. And remember, setbacks are normal. Everyone has ups and downs on their learning journey. The important thing is to keep going, even if it's just a tiny step forward. So, how do you actually weave positivity into your daily routine? One idea is to start your morning with affirmations, simple phrases like, I am learning, or today is a new opportunity. It might sound a bit cheesy, but it really does set a positive tone for the day. Another tip is to create a visual progress tracker. Maybe it's a chart on your wall or a digital app, something you can look at and think, wow, I've actually done quite a lot. And don't underestimate the power of mindfulness or meditation. Even 5 minutes a day can help you stay resilient and keep things in perspective, especially when you're facing challenges. Challenges are inevitable, right? So, how do you stay positive when things get tough? One way is to develop a peer support system. Find a study buddy or a group where you can share your progress and encourage each other. Another idea is to keep a failure journal. I know it sounds a bit odd, but writing down setbacks and what you learned from them can actually help you see them as opportunities for growth. And try scheduling weekly reflection sessions. Take a bit of time to check in with yourself, celebrate your successes, and adjust your strategies if you need to. It's all about building that resilience muscle. Sometimes we need a little inspiration from others. I recommend following language learners or educators who inspire you, maybe on social media, blogs, or podcasts. Seeing their journeys can give you a boost when you need it. If you can, attend webinars, workshops, or local meetups to connect with role models and get fresh perspectives. And here's a fun one. Create a vision board. Fill it with your language goals and people who inspire you. It's a great way to keep your enthusiasm alive and remind yourself why you started. Let's make your learning environment work for you. Try writing personalised affirmations on sticky notes and placing them around your study area. Things like, I can do this, or every mistake is a step forward. You could also create a scrapbook, digital or physical, documenting your language journey with photos, quotes, and achievements. And don't forget to reward yourself after completing tasks or reaching mini goals. Positive reinforcement really does help to keep you motivated. Motivation isn't a one-time thing. It needs regular attention. Set aside time each month to review your goals, celebrate your progress, and realign your efforts if needed. Having an accountability partner can be a game changer. Share weekly updates, encourage each other, and help troubleshoot any challenges. And of course, develop a reward system that works for you. Maybe it's a treat after a week of consistent practice or a little celebration when you hit a milestone. Whatever keeps you going. Let's talk about daily habits. One idea is to combine physical activity with language practice, like listening to English podcasts during a morning walk. It's a great way to boost your mood and reinforce learning at the same time. Use technology to your advantage by setting motivational reminders or affirmations on your phone or computer. And why not create a weekly celebration day? Review your achievements, share your progress with friends or mentors, and plan a little celebration to keep things positive. Your environment matters more than you might think. Set up a dedicated study space that's tidy and inspiring. Maybe add some motivational decor or organise your materials so everything's easy to find. Regular check-ins with a language buddy or mentor can help you stay accountable and encouraged. And don't forget about technology. Language learning apps, online forums, and virtual study groups can all provide extra motivation, feedback, and a sense of community. Every learner faces obstacles, burnout, frustration, or just not sticking to a routine. The key is to recognise these setbacks and have strategies ready. Schedule regular breaks, try different learning methods if you're feeling stuck, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Most importantly, Keep a flexible mindset. Setbacks aren't failures. They're opportunities to learn and adapt. Plateaus can be so frustrating, can't they? When you feel like you're not making progress, try setting mini goals that challenge you just a bit more. Mix up your learning activities. Play language games, watch cultural content, or join conversation exchanges. And take time to reflect on how far you've come. Remind yourself of your initial motivations and look for growth beyond just test scores or grammar points. Long-term motivation is all about celebrating achievements, even the small ones. Diversify your learning methods, listen to music, watch films, or try out cultural activities in English. And once you reach a goal, set a new challenge for yourself. That way, you keep growing and avoid getting stuck in a rut. Personalization is key. Use language learning apps that adapt to your progress and suggest new challenges. Create a playlist of motivational podcasts, music, or videos that you actually enjoy. And don't forget to reward yourself, maybe with a cultural experience or a new learning resource when you hit a milestone. Technology can really help keep things interesting. Try out AI-powered language tutors or adaptive learning platforms that tailor lessons to your needs. Get involved in cultural immersion activities. Cook a traditional dish, watch a film, or join a local event. And make reflection a habit. Maybe a weekly journal about your learning journey so you can see your progress and set new goals. Speaking of technology, advanced language apps now use AI to give you personalized feedback and adaptive challenges. Some even offer virtual reality environments where you can practice real-life conversations and cultural scenarios. And with data analytics, you can track your learning patterns, spot areas where you're stuck, and get suggestions for new activities to keep things fresh. Why not organise monthly cultural immersion activities? Cook a traditional dish, attend a local event, or watch a foreign film to deepen your connection with the language. AI-powered platforms can adapt exercises to your learning style, and VR environments can make practice more immersive and confidence-boosting. Try scheduling monthly cultural activities, like cooking or attending language events, to keep things interesting. Use AI-powered platforms that customize exercises based on your progress and experiment with VR to simulate real-life conversations. It's all about making learning engaging and immersive. Keep your learning tools up to date. AI-driven platforms can adapt to your skill level and provide new challenges. VR environments help you practice conversations in a safe, immersive space. And data analytics tools can help you spot when you're stagnating and suggest ways to diversify your practice. Integrate AI-powered platforms that analyze your habits and suggest new challenges to keep things dynamic. Try out VR for immersive practice and use data analytics to monitor your progress and adapt your strategies. The goal is to keep your routine engaging and effective. Mix things up with a personalized learning calendar that includes traditional study, cultural immersion, and tech tools. Set monthly challenges, like joining a speaking event or creating a project in English. And regularly review your progress with a mentor or community. Adjusting your goals as your interests evolve. Storytelling is a fantastic way to deepen engagement. Try sharing personal experiences or creating fictional stories in English to build vocabulary and fluency. Use social media to join language challenges or connect with native speakers, and gamify your learning. Set up a point system and compete with friends to keep things fun and consistent. Keep storytelling in your routine. Write a short story or personal reflection in English each week. Join social media groups or challenges to practice real-world communication. And gamify your progress. Track points for each activity and challenge friends to stay motivated. Try keeping a weekly journal in English, narrating your experiences or crafting short stories. Join or create language exchange groups online. Participate in challenges and share your progress for accountability. And set up a reward system. Earn points for new vocabulary or conversations and track your progress visually to stay inspired. Experiment with immersive tech like augmented reality apps that overlay language scenarios in your environment. Collaborate with fellow learners on projects like a bilingual blog or video series, and schedule monthly themed challenges like mastering idioms or cultural expressions to keep your learning dynamic and culturally rich. Explore augmented reality apps for interactive language practice in your daily environment. Work on collaborative projects with other learners to build teamwork and practical skills, and keep things fresh with monthly themed challenges focused on idioms or cultural expressions. Design a monthly themed challenge, maybe idioms or vocabulary sets, and document your progress with photos or recordings. Collaborate with others on a bilingual blog or video series, setting weekly goals and giving each other feedback. And use augmented reality apps regularly to practice contextual language skills in real-world settings. Keep a monthly reflection journal to see which activities boost your motivation most and where you might need to adjust. Organise virtual meetups or language exchanges to share progress and feedback. And set up a tracking system, maybe a spreadsheet or app, to monitor your themed challenges and collaborative projects. Try advanced language apps that use AI to personalise exercises and keep you engaged. Experiment with VR environments for real-life conversation practice. And use data analytics tools to monitor your learning patterns, spot stagnation, and adjust your strategies for ongoing enthusiasm. Community is so important. Join or create a local or online language group for regular practice and support. Seek feedback from native speakers or mentors to identify areas for improvement and boost your confidence. And participate in language challenges or competitions to stay motivated and measure your progress.